Yeah.
Save them.
Okay, so we are now live, going to do the game engine coding live stream. This is part 3 of the rapid button tapping classes. So want to get this done today. That is the goal. So yeah, we can leave this on. Yeah, what else can we see on it? What's the stream health? Okay, all good stuff. Okay, so let me get back to Visual Studio. So we was on the rapid button tapping, and if I go to view task list, that's what Herbinens or Bergins, I can't remember the name. It's her H-E-R-R. Remember that? He was German. He showed me this cool shizzle manizzle. So if I just search for sonar, there's a bunch of other to-do stuff in other classes. That, I mean, other libraries. Obviously, that's nothing to do with me. Okay, that one. So this one, remove key, make it simple and abstract. So remove the key. We're gonna remove that, and we're gonna remove this. So we're gonna go to RBM. It's gonna build that. I just like to build stuff on a regular basis. When you got a computer that will build it pretty quickly, to be fair, and you won't really slow anything down, it's fine. But then there we go, we've discovered an issue. I was not going to, you know, mess around with this, but I've just discovered that. Let me build it again, and there's still an error, still to do with key. It'll be at the end, or not, maybe not the end, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna I would love to use, because I've got an ultra wide monitor and I've set the resolution to 2560 by 1440 instead of the native resolution of 3440 by 1440 for the stream. I mean, it'd be so much easier if I had that little bit extra. It'd be even easier if I had multiple screens, but then, you know, it makes it awkward for the the stream if I'm coding, typing, and you can't see it. Because then you're just looking at me, and I don't think really anyone wants to do that. I think they want to look at the RBM class. RBM. Now let me run this. Build it, not run it. No errors? Good. Okay, so in here, actually do we need to do anything in here? I don't think so. So the plan is, we can trigger this, and then this will tick up. Update, restart. I mean, restart should be pretty simple, to be fair, but again, I did underscore counter equals 0. That's the restart. I think probably done. And tick there. We're gonna need these. Tick down time, tick down amount to tick up, threshold goal. And has it been started yet? Oh, is complete. Actually, we can calculate that. We should be able to do this threshold goal if underscore counter is greater than underscore threshold goal. Not just greater than or equal to. That's fine. Either one of them is fine. Then we say return true, else return false. Okay. So I don't know if anyone will actually hear from yesterday's stream at all, because that was done at, I want to say, about 11 o'clock at night. This is, you know, UK time. This is before 5 p.m. So I'm not tired, and you know, it just shows I mean, you know, it helps when you've, you know, taken a break anyway and coming back, but things are a lot clearer. Okay, so yes, so in the update we would be doing the tick down and tick down timer. So we would say in here, if the underscore clock dot get elapsed time was just dealing in seconds dot as seconds, if you know, I'm reconsidering this. Should I just do it in seconds, or should I actually use a time here? That way you have full control of how you want to manipulate it. Yeah, let me change this to time. So time, tick down time, tick down time. We're all good now. Let me comment this out. Have we actually created an instance of RBM anywhere? Maybe not. So shouldn't get any errors then. No, we seem all good. United Timer said hello Sona, like the name. Talking about time here myself. Okay, so if the elapsed time dot as does it really matter? What's interesting? Let's go to the definition of this. Microseconds. Let's go back to RBM. Let me go to the time. So we get seconds, milliseconds, microseconds. Because when we create it, it's always in microseconds anyway. What's the denomination? Second is like 1, 2, 3. 1 second will be how many milliseconds again? Is it 1,000 milliseconds? Is it a million micro? Let me make sure I'm actually getting this right. Seconds to milliseconds. Or is it just a tenth of it? 1,000. Okay, yeah. To micros. We're not dealing in nanoseconds. E to the -6 suggests 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm right. It is a millionth of it. 10th, 100,000. It'll be a millionth of a second. 1 microsecond will be. I think so. I just want to get a quick confirmation. I want to see the zeros. Millisecond. Yeah. Okay. That is fine. So 1,000 of them is. Okay. So because getting the elapsed time, it'll basically get one of these. We can't. Can we do a comparison of this or not? We can. Yes, that functionality is built in, so we should be able to just do a comparison of the elapsed time if that is greater than or equal to tick down time. I shouldn't give us any errors. Got some comments. Chandan Sharma says, hi buddy, saw you in the stream before. 1 second equals 100 milliseconds. He said he was 1,000. So 1 second equals 10 power 6 microseconds. Coolio. Thanks for all the help and suggestions. Okay, so if the elapsed time is greater, okay, so if we're doing, I think the restart, we should restart the timer as well. Underscore clock dot reset. That one's pretty simple. So if the elapsed time is greater than the tick down time, then we need to say underscore counter minus equals tick down amount. So that's taking it away from it. We need to reset the time as well. Dot reset. What else do we pass in there? Tick down time. We've dealt with tick down time and amount there. The amount to tick up, we have not even dealt with that yet, but we will be in a second. Failure count, I guess we haven't really done that yet. Let's say, really, we wouldn't do the check here. It can only go below 0 here, or to 0 here. Like, that's the only time really it can be a failure. So we're gonna say if underscore counter is less than or equal to 0, that means failure has occurred. That means underscore failure count plus plus. You may not want this, but it just means you have a way of tracking. Oh, didn't want to do that. Way of tracking how many failures you've actually had. Okay, so we've implemented that. We've been using this. Started, we have not started, but we haven't got the function for actually ticking it up yet. So let's create that now. So void tick up. Got a few comments. Let's have a look. Kusa Half-Life 1 says, I need help with Cocos 2DX. Where can I ask? What help do you need? Because if it's something simple, I can help you, obviously. Now, you know, pointing in the right direction. If it's a bit more complex, my recommendation would be, you know, you can post in the comments, but my true recommendation will be on the Discord channel, because there's over 1,000 members on there. Usually about 50 active all the time. I can have a look how many are active right now. And so right now on our Discord channel, the community has 51 members online, and there's 1,023 members in total. So you know, you're always gonna get somebody being able to help there. So you know, it depends, you know, what the issue is. If it's something simple, I might be able to just direct you to something that can help you right now. If not, I'll direct you to the Discord. So yeah, let me know. Kusa Half-Life 1. Love the name though. Love the name. Okay, so this was the tick up. Yeah, let's call it tick up. Why not? Tick up. Yeah, that's really it. I guess there's no return. Copy one of these briefs. So tick up the function counter, the rapid button masher. What is your name on Discord? In which channel should I ask? I had issues with setting up Android Studio. Did you follow one of the videos? Because if you did, I'll link you towards the Discord channel. If you haven't, let me know, and I'll link you towards one of the videos. Let me know. Okay, so tick up. Yeah, let's implement tick up now. void rbm colon tick up, and in the tick up we're going to say underscore counter plus equals underscore amount to tick up. Is that all we need to actually do? Let me build that and make sure there's actually no errors that I've produced while coding this. So yeah, what I'm thinking about doing is, once I've done this class, because I can't see it taking much longer now, once I've done this, have a bit of a break, still be on the stream and answer any questions that you have, because I always find that these live streams are the most, get the most engagement from people. So if you have any questions, whether they're programming questions, whether they're personal or life questions, or just inquiries about what food do I like or whatever, we could take that time then, and I might get a snack as well while I do that. I generally don't like to eat stuff while I'm coding or using a piece of technology that makes my hand sticky as well. Like yesterday I was having an apple cake with a fork. That was different, but if I'm touching it, I'd rather not be using that. Okay, so Kusa Half-Life one said, I did everything you made in your video, but I couldn't install into x86 emulate accelerator. Here is a screenshot. I will put you on the Discord channel. One moment please. I'll just post it on via this. What happened there? Discord. Are we seriously not? No, we're not logged in. YouTube, no. If I type in, I'll just Google it. Sonar Systems, Discord. This will test if it actually comes up or not. And not high enough in the rankings. We'll just go from here. Where is it? There we go. That's the official link right there. And here we go. Custom emoji. Nah, that's calm. Let me turn this one. How do I turn this off now? There we go. All that. Show support for sonar systems. Why would I do that? Like, it makes sense for a user to do it. Well, why would I, like send money? Because what that means is I'm actually giving money to YouTube. Because I'm actually, do they take a cut? Yeah, earns a share. So like, why would I do that? Mine stands out anyway. Stupid. In which channel should I post? Post on the YouTube channel. Honestly, I'm pretty lenient. Lower than the recommended bitrate. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. How is the stream actually? Let me take a quick look. No, stream seems okay. Okay, so let's continue with all of these. All of these things. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's continue with it. So we got the tick up. Underscore started, yes. Yeah, we'll change the started to false. We'll change it up now. We'll just say underscore started equals true. The other thing I'm thinking is, if is complete, if it is complete, should we stop it from becoming it ticking down? I'm gonna say yes. So we can call this internal function. So we can say in the update method, we can say and is complete. Simple as that. If that returns true, then we aren't even going to I'll put it on one line. If it is complete, if it isn't complete, then we would run that. Let's give this a run now. Yeah, let's give it a run. Okay, so let's go over to splash state. Have I added it to Sona? Did I not? Yes, I did. Okay, so we're gonna go over to splash state. We are gonna say RBM asterisk RBM. I'm gonna say Rapido. Call it Rapido instead. Rapido. I'm gonna say Rapido equals new RBM. I'll do it this way so I can actually see what we need. Do we have two? Oh, we've only got the one. Don't know why it was saying that we got essentially two. And I'm gonna remove this. I should just be able to go into here and just press Control Space. How do I bring that up again? The escape? I don't know. Okay, so we need a threshold. So I'm gonna say 100. Then we are going to need the amount to tick up. 5. We're going to need the tick down time. So we need this actually to be a time. Oh Jesus, did not want to do that. So we're going to construct it using microseconds. So we want it as that might be something worth taking a look at. Where is it? Let's put that here. Sonar and static methods for conversion for each free denominations. I think I spelled it correctly. Okay, so splash state. For now, I just want it to be half a second. So half a second. If a million is 1 second, it'll be 500,000. Yeah, so that's half a million. So then what's next? Is the tick down amount 2? I'm gonna put 1 actually. They are float values as well, to be fair, so I mean, in here it's a float value, so it's not like can't, you know, see that. So let me print this out. Let me print out RBM. Not called RBM, it's called Rapido. Get failure count? No. We want to print out we're going to print out a few different things. I want to print out the actual counter. I don't have a way to print that out, do I? I never implemented I implemented a setter for it, essentially. I guess tickup's essentially a form of a setter for it. We never implemented a getter, so it would be float and it would be get counter. Let's put a const there so we can't change anything, and let me copy this. We're almost done, I feel like. Get the count of the RBM. Return the RBM count. Counter. And let's go to RBM. Just 1 second. I know you people probably have commented. Give me a second. I'm just in a bit of a flow, so I just want to get this done. I feel like this is probably it for the most part. So if we go back to splash state, okay, so we are getting the counter, then we are going to print out, I guess, the timer. So we'll format this like this, and then I'll say rapido get clock dot get elapsed time dot, I'll do it as seconds to be fair. Do I need to print anything else out from RBM? So has started, not really fussed about that. Is complete. Yeah, actually that would be a nice one to know there as well. Rapido is complete. Get clock read update. Obviously I need to implement the update here. Rapido update. And then here is where I need to I'll put it like this. Need to implement the, you know, I'll just implement it now. It's not that difficult. I'll say if keyboard key is return. I'll do the return key. Is it not return? Is it actually enter? Enter that equals event dot key event. Can I get, there we go. Then we're gonna say rapido tick up. I mean, are we done? I mean, are we ready to test? We got tick up, we got the update, we got a bunch of prints. Yeah, let's have a look. So far no errors, which is good. The tick amount by 1. Yeah, see what. So as you can see, it does tick down. It's ticking down. And now it just keeps going up because it has successfully succeeded. I guess, you know, I can keep going. So now the question is, should we allow the developer to prevent it from going below 0? Saying that that's the way we actually check. That's one of the things that we use as a check for it's below 0 for the failure count. So we won't do that then. Or should we also do a reset as well then? Realistically, we should do a reset if they fail. Yeah. Let's do a restart. I mean, most games in some sort of QT rapid battered masher. I think you're probably thinking of mashed potato too much. Don't really let you fail and then continue. Some I've seen where like the button masher may not be critical in terms of somebody grabbing you and you getting them off them. It may be you bashing the button and you need to maybe open a door. Like you might go something like that. I'm trying to think what game I've seen that in, but I've seen that in game where you go like that, and it might be. But if you don't press it enough, or if you stop, then it was close, but nothing happens. So you can, you'd basically start from the start. So I guess that is a scenario, and because we can check, the failure count, so you could, the developer can check that. So if I do enter now, I need to be in here. Sorry. As you can see that, obviously this is very easy to succeed based on this implementation. So if I go to splash state, we go 5 up. If we go down, let's say 3.5, this will be a good way to check our float stuff as well. I mean, even that is very easy, to be fair. Realistically, for it to be difficult, I would say you'd have to be something like 4.8, and let's knock this down to a tenth of a second. Let me try this. Obviously, this is just experimentation for the user, I mean the developer. Damn, that's too difficult now. Okay, so let's bring this up to 250, so a quarter of a second, and tone this down to 4.5. Obviously that does, you know, tick down pretty fast. There we go, it won't go down anymore because it's completed. Okie dokie, so that done. What I am gonna do is commit this to the GitHub page. So RBM class, and just say complete version 1. Yeah, that's fine. Push to origin. What will also be committed is what the Herdingens, that was it, Herdingens, that was the guy's name, or is what he said about this. I put TH instead of F before. Okay, so let me check the comments. Let's have a look. Oh, I want. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. So we got a few comments. In which channel? Great. You will get a response from someone. Linux system. Where's the time? I want to be able to see time for posted. Linux systems are the best. Linux is pretty good. What is this? Anil Kumati says it is basically me coding a game engine, but not a low-level thing from scratch. If you want to see something like that, check out Molly Rocket, whose YouTube channel used to be called Handmade Hero, or Nathaniel Weiss. He's done very low-level stuff, but I'm pretty sure Nathaniel Weiss did it with like a game engine. Or did he? I'm pretty sure he used Codecast. Nathaniel Weiss. If we go to his videos, let's go oldest first, so we can rapid game. I think that was his own thing that he created. Rapid game was this is a GitHub project that this the one that is basically Codecast, but allows you to, create stuff really quickly. I'm pretty sure he created it. Yeah. As soon as I see that image, he created this. It's, I've had a look at it before, and it's pretty impressive. So if we... So yeah, I don't think he was using a game engine, then he built framework on top of that, and then he created his games. So I guess it's more akin to what Nathaniel Weiss did than what Molly Rocky or Handmade Hero is doing. If you want to see other great low-level stuff, check out the Cherno, who does a load of OpenGL stuff, which you can see like here. So he's got stuff about component UI, he's got stuff about entities and components, you've got the ECS stuff. I got a friend of mine that loves the entity component system. But yeah, he's got a bunch of great videos. So if you want low level stuff, he's probably one of the best guys on here. There was this other guy I used to watch, I think it's called the C++ guy. When I was at uni, he had quite a bit at uni, to be fair. Not him personally, like his videos did. And me and my mate Gaz used to watch this, but we used to always laugh because he had this accent, and he would be code in, but he would be on Linux using some basic text editor, and then he would write loads of code to, I don't know, do some lighting in OpenGL, low level stuff on the graphics card. Actually, no, I don't think it was even on the graphics. I don't think it was directly even on the graphics card, because he wasn't using the new modern pipeline. No, he wasn't. Because we never used the modern pipeline at uni. I learned that afterwards, which was stupid considering I did this in 2013 to 14. Which is stupid. It's like not that long ago in the OpenGL scene when you really think about it, in terms of modern OpenGL pipeline. But figure out that. And we was watching this guy. He would write all his code, and then he would run it like 20 minutes later or 5 minutes later, and he would produce a bunch of errors. He's just his response to it. Because he does have some, I think, see some long videos here as well. But this is great. His videos are great as well. I don't know if he has any modern OpenGL stuff. I think he does, yeah. But again, he hasn't made videos in ages, so I don't know what's happened to this guy. I know that I know that I have an accent. Probably there are 100 mistakes in this text, but I hope that you understand me, that you can understand me, and I'll read it wrong. Okay, so let me check the comments. Okay, so okay, Herdingen says memory leak in the code. Let me have a look. So yeah, memory is going up a fair bit. Processor usage is stable. Actually, this will be a good test. So let's see how high the memory usage goes. Because in all fairness, I got a relatively beastly machine. I'll 32 gig of RAM, just from the RAM side. So yeah, so some stuff I'm not going to see a slowdown on necessarily. Yeah, that is creeping up a fair bit. I'm wondering, is it the actual C out? To be fair though, it could be the C out. Let me print. No. Okay, I will let this run and just see how high it gets for a little while. Like I said, after implementing this feature, I was going to take a break anyway, and I was going to commit some code. So I will actually did I already commit the code? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already did. Let's go to projects YZ. Yes, done. So we already committed the code. Let me make a change to the to-do file. To do. We've done this. No, we want to get rid of both of this. Before we do the QTE mouse and joystick, I need to, in the time.hpp, I want to add static methods for converting between the the different ones. So if I say provide some seconds, it'll convert it to microseconds, and vice versa. I don't think I have that functionality here, do I? I don't think I do. I'll have to have a look. You see, it is still going. Now I'll access it after. Yeah, definitely not the C out. I'm just gonna let this run for a while. I'll whack it on the performance tab. see what we got. Like I said, I got a fair bit of RAM, so it's gonna take a bit of time for it really even made any big of a difference. And to be fair, it's contained within Visual Studio anyway, to be fair. Okay, so the plan is now, obviously I need to fix this memory leak first. I will actually put this in the to-do, because you know I might start this in 5 minutes and then forget about it. Fix memory leak. Fix memory leak, and then I need to do implement static methods for time conversions. Okay, keep up the good work, my friend. Thank you, let me try again. Talha Kagate Isik. Yeah, I doubt I pronounced that name right. Okay, so yeah. So the plan is now, because I've just implemented this feature, the RBM, the Rapid Button Masher QTE, that I'll take, could be something with buffers you are generating for the graphics you draw. It could be, to be fair. Like I said, I'm going to just leave this run, just out of curiosity to see. I think it's leaky or just keep going, but just, you know, just see what happens. How do I get to the latest one? There we go. Close enough. Millie, mate. Hello and welcome everyone. We just had 10 concurrent viewers watching, which bumped down to 8. I think that might be the highest that we've had. Like I said, I'm going to go and get a snack. When I'm back, the plan is to answer some questions. Again, it could be programming related questions, it could be something else, it could be tech related, it could be personal, life related, it could be anything random. Basically a bit of a break, and you know, just to get to know everyone. So I'm going to get a snack. We will have that little break, and then we'll continue coding. Back. The memory leak is going nicely. Imagine VS crashing, couldn't be me. Okay, so like I said, I am back. The plan now is to just have a little break. I'm just gonna have a little snack, and for you just to ask questions and, you know, get to know each other. So brought to you by the Macon GDB gang. So there it is. Okay, fruit pastels from, I think it's Aldi, yeah, from Aldi. nice and cheap. So where is everyone from, and what does everyone do? Students, non-students, working, not working, both, neither? Is there anyone here that's actually not a coder in any capacity and doesn't have any interest in being a coder and just here for the sake of it or for some other reason? I'm gonna say no, highly no, but I was hoping these would have been sour. They're not. It's a bit of a disappointment, that is. These sweets aren't sour. That's what I really wanted. It was sour sweets. Everyone's just gone really quiet during the break. It's kind of the whole point of having. Okay. Mete says, see a student, senior Turkey. Okay, so what I understand by that, he's a Turkey in a senior rank as a student under the Cuckoo scheme. Taking a piss. Yeah, so computer science student, senior, some in Turkey. So what would that be equivalent in UK or America? Because I'm guessing that obviously means university or college. Oh, it's my cousin asking me a question about PS5. I'll get back to the comments in a second. Okay, so which do you choose, Vulkan, DirectX, or OpenGL? I mean, it depends on, like, Vulkan, I would say, is the better one in my opinion. So I think really what you're looking at is the open source Sora route, Vulkan OpenGL, versus the DirectX Microsoft route. I choose the Vulkan OpenGL route because it works on so many platforms. And generally speaking, when implemented well, it does perform better. So I don't think you can do it on Xbox though, so you're limited to the hair. So you're limited to the DirectX route. But if you're talking about coding, there's less resources for Vulkan, there's loads of resources for OpenGL. but Vulkan is the future, but OpenGL isn't going away in the next few years. Okay. Depends on the platform you aim for Windows DirectX and how low level you want to go. OpenGL is easy to learn but doesn't give you much control. Vulkan is very verbose but gives you a lot of control. Yeah, that is fair enough. If you're a Mac user, Apple Metal would be a great option too. Yeah, I think the problem with Metal is obviously you're restricting yourself to Apple then. Obviously a lot of the concepts you can apply, especially the theoretical concepts, pretty much all of them you can, in terms of, you know, lighting, in terms of the way cameras work, in terms of the way, you know, stuff is rendered on the hardware. But again, you can't really just say, you know, I'll just copy and paste the code. You can't do that. Okay, you can still use Vulkan in Mac. I preferred Metal for my own engine, but they make it hard for you. Milliseconds, okay, that's cool that you created your own engine. What is that available online at all? If it ain't, that's fine. If it is, I would love to check it out. Look into Molten VK. Let me Google that. Molten. I'll Google it on here so you can actually see it. My left hand is clean, so I can do a bit of basic Googling. Molten. I am about to sneeze again. Ugh. Looks interesting. Might have to check this out. I wonder if there's many tutorials on it, or we need some, if you know what I mean. Works with Homebrew. Tomorrow I will be getting the M1 MacBook. The MacBook Air, just the base model. I'm interested in seeing how that works. You know, for developers. I've seen some people online doing it. I haven't seen many people talk about Homebrew too much. I know it doesn't, you know, fully work with it. There are ways of getting around it, but it'll be interesting to check that out. Do you want to see that tomorrow on the live stream maybe? Because I want to test its capabilities of, you know, streaming, you know, record, you know, that sort of stuff. How capable is it? Do you want me to do some of the coding on there? That'll be a great opportunity for me to test the Mac side of it again. So let me know if you do you want that? That will be interesting. Let me see the comments. No, it is on development stage in my spare time actually. Oh, that's cool. If you do want to share something, just let me know. You know, share it over either privately or publicly, and you know, obviously we can showcase it to everyone. More than happy to share stuff with the community. I think that might be a good channel to create on the Discord. Is, you know, sharing. You know, projects. All my Mac application break for the new MacBooks. Oh, it's gonna break. Are you asking will they break, or are you saying they do break? Let me open up Discord. So let's add another text channel. And this is gonna be called Showcase. channel topic. Place to showcase your creations and get feedback. There we go. Thank you, Melimete. That gave me a good idea for that. But let's see it. Yeah, it will be interesting. Does anyone else want to see the M1 MacBook tomorrow? Like, it'll be you won't really be seeing the MacBook. You would just be seeing the interface. But like trying to get this to work on there, you know, all that sort of jazz. It is interesting though. Let me put these sweets away, wash my hands up, and then we'll continue with the coding. And we'll look at this memory issue. We'll look at how many megabytes is used. Probably over a gigabyte now, maybe 2. And hopefully we get that done. And we'll do the static function conversion. That'll probably be it for today. But that'll be a nice bit of code done. Be back in a second. Back. Are you using Vulkan or OpenGL for this engine? I'm using SFML, and that is built on top of stuff like OpenGL. So I don't think that uses anything other than OpenGL on Windows. Let me have a look. Actually, it might use some Win32 API stuff. But let me have a look. It's actually interesting. I would assume it was OpenGL. SFML, Windows. Does SFML use OpenGL? Google were listening. For all the graphical stuff. Probably for the window drawing. Producing the window, it'll probably be with the Win32 API. That's where I am gonna guess. Yeah, I think most likely it is the Win32 API. We're at over a gigabyte. 1.3 gigabytes. I'm going to take a picture of this. I think for window creation, the user. Yeah, I agree. I think it is Win32 API. I'm going to find out in a second. I'm just going to take a picture of this. And of this as well. Okay. Let me get back to the chat. Let's shut this down. See. Obviously that really doesn't matter. Okay, so one way we could actually check is if, let's say, we go to save that. Let's say if I go to where I know I use some SFML stuff, like Sprite, for example. if I go to, and not sprite, what am I doing? Game. So we want to do the window stuff. So if I go to the render window, go to definition, and if I if we go to that class, Windows IMPL, the Windows implementation. He didn't say window IMP. Oh no, you just say window IMPL. Here we go. We're getting some. Okay, so we're on Windows. HWND. That is. I remember that from uni. That is Windows API stuff. I did not like Win32 API one little bit. Yeah, so it is Win32 API. So good Herdingens. Is that how I pronounce the name? Herdingens? Let me know. Let me know if, you know, obviously some of your names I'm finding difficult, but let me know if I'm mispronouncing them, and I will try my best. And if you could, maybe if there's a video online, either of you or somebody else saying the name correctly, I would check that out gladly. Okay, so the memory leak. So let's fix that. So if we go over to splashstate.cpp and go over here, first of all, what I'm going to do is simply do this. As a result, I am going to, why am I doing that? There is a common code button here, which is Control K. I forgot about that. Oh, there's Control. Why ain't that working? Control C and K. And let me do this. It seems it does. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So now, let me run it. Let's see what we get. Nobody was able to fix the issue I had. Just be patient, Kusa. Like, it obviously there's people on there, but it takes a bit of time. Memory seems pretty stable now. So that was good. That was a good spot. Herdingens. Okay, yeah, that's stable at 33, that is. So now let's start. Now let's start putting everything back in. So I will, let me see if it's anything to do with the drawing. Let's just run it like this. Because in reality, it's going to be one of those things, I'd say. I think, is that roughly what it is? About mid-30s for the window? Honestly, did not know that. I expected it to be low, but do you have a breakdown of why that's the case, or something that I could Google? Because that'd be interesting to see where that 35 is going, like what's on the OS, what's on certain input stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, but that was a good suggestion about the drawing, because I'm pretty sure you suggested the Herdingens. So let me have a look at the physics world. That's creeping up. So let me comment out that, make sure nothing wrong with the player. I wish GDB work on OS X. What's Amazon saying? Just something I ordered is being dispatched. It's going up in a slightly different way, but it's still going. Is that going up still? Is that still going up, or is that stable now at 43? Is it stable? Seems stable. I'll leave you for 20-30 seconds. Let's find out. So okay, between 30-40 for the Win32 API. Have you done much Win32 API stuff then? Okay, so it would appear it is the physics world that is messing things up, or something in the physics world. So as you can see, this just makes it shoot up like a megabyte every couple of seconds, or maybe 1.5 seconds even. Okay, so the physics world, let's open the physics world files. Let's have a look what's what. What am I doing? Okay, so we're calling the draw function. The draw function, we are doing we are creating this every single time. I'm gonna guess it'll be this. It's messing it up because we're creating a new iterate. But the local scope, we'll see. So if I run that, still going up. Let's see if that goes above 44. Go to 45. You're gonna get. Is it going up? I know it's at 45, but is the bar going up at all? Not really. Wait another 10 or so seconds, and if it doesn't go up, I'll say I'm pretty confident that it's something in this loop. Okay. Okay, so we are going to now do this, now do that. Dark mode gang. Oh yeah, dark mode for life. Are you making a game with a team or just a game engine to sell on its own? Neither. On my own, and this is not to sell. This is just a open source game engine called Project XYZ at the moment. Will be properly named after maybe Sonar game engine. I've worked on a few SGEs over the years. Well, hopefully this is the one that sticks. And I was gonna say, well, then I want to make some games on top of that, but not really commercial. That's not the plan with it at the moment. So okay, it is something within these functions. So it's when we're creating a sprite every single time. So like if I undid, let's say if I commented this out. Okay, we are getting close, everyone. We are getting close, Herdingens. Very, very close. I just need to reply to a message, and I'll check that in a second. Could be world get body list 2. Could be indeed. Okay, where is it? World get body list. No, I don't think it's that, because I commented both of these out, and though there was a spike in the memory usage, it wasn't continually climbing. So you're obviously, as you know, we do stuff like this, we're gonna get more memory usage. That's inevitable. But the memory leak was obviously because the fact that it was climbing, that there was a memory leak. So if you just go back a little, scrub back a little bit, you'll see that when we have these two sections commented out, so it's when we're creating stuff, so something's not getting deleted. That's what it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just seeing if it's a particular one of these or if it's all of them. So I'm going to run this. If this is still leaking, then it's in both of these. Something is happening. Again, I'll leave it run for up to about the 30-second mark. Saying that, that's not really going anywhere. Oh yeah, it's going somewhere now. Okay, so, but we are getting close. We are getting close here. Did you say what you did here? I am very impressed by your knowledge in coding. This seems to have stabilized at about 45. I'm going to wait till it hits 1 minute in total, so another 20 seconds, and then I'm going to be pretty happy that this is not this bit of code that is in the else branch. A few more seconds, looking good, unless we get some sudden spike now. I'm going to be pretty happy with it. I'm happy with that. So, just to confirm, if I comment out if I run that now, what you will see is there's something in here. Then you're to see this memory keep rising. So we're creating a sprite no different to that. We're setting the texture no different to the other thing. We are doing, you know what, I'll just slowly, 1 second, no, fine, I'll slowly just comment stuff out and figure it out. What was the thank you for? Must forgot what I said. Yeah, see, that's continually rising. That doesn't seem to be stabilizing at all. So there's something in this. Ooh, that would have fixed it by not running. Okay, so let me comment this bunch of code out now. Okay. Okay, we got it can only be the window draw. That seems to be pretty stable. I'll let it get to about 25 seconds and then I'll slowly go down. Yeah, but why? But saying that, is the other one, is the box texture even getting drawn? What's the box texture? What's the ground texture? Cause are they shapes? It's been a while since I've implemented them. Are they shapes or were they ground and box? That's the ground texture. So that seems alright. So let me just try what you were saying. Let me just do that. That seems pretty stable. Doesn't seem to be just skyrocketing up like every second. going up a little bit, but it stabilized at like 44 last time anyway. So let's just see what this stabilizes at, if it does. So yeah, I was just about to say, I've got a few people here, and I think you probably obviously watch YouTube and whatnot. Do you know of any channels like George Hotz's channel where he does his coding? I do like his stuff on there. I liked what Martin Shkreli used to do on his channel with the farmer stuff. Then he started doing some coding stuff as well. I watched all his finance lessons. They were really educational. And so something like that. Especially from people that have done stuff. Being successful, and they bring in that wealth of knowledge. I know Shingy did it. Jonathan Blow, who made, what was he? Didn't make. Does he Braid? He made. Yeah, because Fez was that other weirdo. Jonathan Blow, he made Braid, I think. Yeah, it's just some of his stuff's okay. His personality is it's hard to stomach, but his stuff's okay. It's a shame that Notch don't do stuff like that. But saying that, I'm not a big fan. I'm not the craziest fan of Notch anyway. But it'd be a shame, if he didn't, if he did stuff like that, that would be pretty cool. I like to think, when I'm in that position, that I will. Okay, so it is the drawing. What I'm gonna do, I don't think this is ever getting triggered, hence why we're not getting any leaks in here. So like if I was to put a breakpoint here, I don't think that's gonna get called. Okay, so I think the reason we're getting all of this is because we're constantly creating this sprite. We should have local scope, but I think that's what it is. That I genuinely do believe that's what it is. That if, let's say, if I put this sprite here, so I ran that, and we get some errors. See what errors we get. VC142 PDB. What the hell you moaning about, mate? It's running now. Still climbing. But is this the new code? If I build it, I'm gonna clean it all and now run it. Let me check a couple of messages while this builds. Hopefully no dodgy errors now. So that thing got blown out of the water. That's not my draw though. Yeah, I gotta say that's not mine. It's SFML's. So whatever SFML does, SFML does. So it's yeah, it's not my draw function. That's the issue. X that, save that. We should get an error if I put it here. Yes, want to make sure. Yeah, so what else could it be? That's the question. I'll Google it in a second, see if anyone else has had the issue. I'll let that run. So we're gonna Google SF for now, draw memory leak. Yeah, the render text, the texture I am not creating here. I'm getting it from here. Let me see what this is returning it as. That could be the issue. I think this might be the issue. Okay, so if I go to, let me shut this down. Let me go to Asset Manager. Where's Asset Manager? So get texture. Let me put this as a const. Let me put this as a bad boy reference. Another const here. Another reference here. Let me run this now. Climbing still? Have we fixed the dingens? Have we? I'll wait to about 40-second mark, but I'm pretty hopeful. We're at the 31-second mark. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Boom, fixed. Okay, so the problem was, if you missed it, when I was returning the textures, I was obviously returning them by value, and that was very costly. So yeah, it's because I was, you know, because I'm using the asset manager and I was returning them like this. And yeah. Can I just format the document? So edit, format document. There we go. Control B this. The others may produce the same sort of issue. I'm gonna wait till I actually use them, and then I'll monitor it then. But I'm pretty hopeful about it. So thank you, Dingens, for spotting that memory leak, because that could have caused issues later if we didn't nip it in the bud now. So nice little joint effort there, and thanks for helping me debug it. Looks good now. So your asset manager is creating one copy after another. Yeah, basically it looked like it. don't think the asset manager was creating it. I think, was it? You just kept returning. Yeah, I guess he was. He kept returning more copies. So, you know, the whole purpose of the asset manager was to prevent multiple copies, so we can reuse textures. Because obviously, let's say if you got a tile, you know, tiled background, and let's say each tile is the same texture, reuse it. You know, where this was actually making it worse. So, thanks for that. That's fixed that. I will commit this code now. Okay. Fixed memory leak in asset manager. Well, the asset manager and its asset manager. Get texture function now returns a reference to the texture and not a value. Thanks to her Dingens. Did I spell your name right? I did. You get a little shout out in the comment. Okay, so you should fix it now before you forget it. Yeah. Are you talking about that other thing? Yeah, could do. Oh Jesus, the mic. What fell off? Let's push this to origin. If we did look at fixing it now, because it is the asset manager, so it is. What's the name of the Discord server? Let me. There is a link here, but I'll give you the link again. So give me a second. Copy link address. There we go. I'm sure the community would love to have you there. So okay, so yeah, we should just be able to fix it by putting this const ampersand. I can't remember if the get sound allowed it or not. Let's have a look. So let's build this. I am on the server already. I was wondering what was your name in there. Oh, my name in there is just Farhan Hussein. So 1 second. I'll just post on one of the groups and you will see. I just literally use my actual name. So I will post in general. I don't know what your name is on here, so I'm going to see if it is her. It is not her Dingens. Nope, so I'm just gonna say hello everyone. So I've just posted in the general channel her Dingens, and yeah, mine is just Farhan Hussein. So it always posts as that instead of the actual one. You've been a big help with everything. I may add you as a moderator to the channel, the Discord stuff. You can respond to that message, so I know what your name is on there as well. Are we getting error? Are we getting typical? Okay, so that is that fixed. Now we want to. That was a good suggestion. Route 32879. Just get it done. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is. I thought the mute was on. I was like, I've been talking to you guys. It's not on. The mute button ain't on. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is. It wasn't fixed. It was implement those static methods for time. So yeah, we just need some static methods. These are going to be pretty simple. So static 2 milliseconds. Okay, so realistically, we need the following static methods. We need seconds to probably gonna need 6 in total. 2 milliseconds. We need seconds to microseconds. We're gonna need milliseconds to seconds. We're gonna need milliseconds to microseconds. We're gonna need microseconds to seconds, and we're gonna need microseconds to milliseconds. That should cover all bases. So these are the ones we need. So we can't just say 2 milliseconds. It needs to be from what? So it's going to be say, I don't want to call it convert seconds to milliseconds. That's pretty long. But even then, if we just say seconds to milliseconds, yeah, seconds to milliseconds. Seconds to milliseconds. So this obviously has to have a return type of whatever milliseconds is, which isn't it? Oh yeah, a static method can't change it anyway, so it doesn't matter, we don't need that. And we need to pass in seconds, which are float. Dingens, I see you now on the Discord. Hey, hey. Saying like that, hey, hey, remind me of, what is it? BitConnect. Hey, hey. I might whack that video. I'll whack that video on at a celebration once we've done this little class. So I'm just going to add you as a friend on here, Dingens. And I almost clicked the kick button. Don't want to do that. Okay. Don't want to block either. Don't want to do any of them. Okay, so okay, yeah, that BitConnect dude was like, hey, hey, BitConnect. Like I said, I am gonna whack that on in a second once I've completed this. So let's keep it in order. So it's after as microseconds. It's after these. So I'm gonna say hey, hey. So seconds to microseconds. And still need a float. I'll use this one instead. So this is milliseconds to seconds now. 2 seconds. But now the microseconds one will return a long milliseconds to seconds. This will return a float. This will take in a int. milliseconds, and this will convert it to microseconds. This will microseconds, long. Okay, so we're all good with them. Now we need to do the final one, which is the microseconds to blah blah blah. So microseconds. So this is going to be microseconds. This is a long, a very long microseconds, 2 seconds. And because it's 2 seconds, it has to be float. And this one will be an int because it's 2 milliseconds. Okay, those are all the ones we need. Obviously, we need to implement them now. I don't see them taking too much time, to be fair. We got a lot of the conversions here, so I will get that done in a second. First of all, let's do this. Do I not need to implement? Don't need to do that. Been a little while since I've used static methods. Okay, so milliseconds should be a float. You mean this here? Should it be? Because currently as an int. You should do a Opengl tutorial series. That is the list of stuff I want to do so long. But yeah, that is on, you know, the list, honestly. I do want to do it on there as well. Because 1400 microseconds will be 1.4 milliseconds. You got a point. You got a badass point. Then what was SFML thinking? Because I'm pretty sure this is how SFML had it. Like, let's have a look. So if we go to SFML, we go over to their code, we go to include, we go to, I'd say, system time. It's going to turn out that it was they are using an int 32. No, but that don't matter. Because like you say, you made a very valid point. Because an int is an int. Yep. Yeah, I know you can't store 1.4 in an int. Well, we could. It just won't store it as 1.4. We could try. Good, good, good. Good spot. So now the question is, should this be a double? I'm going to put this as a double. I want to whack them both as doubles, to be fair. Whack them both as doubles. Okay, so I also need to change stuff over here. Do I need to mess around with anything else here? I don't believe so. We should be all good. We should actually be all officially good now, except for in here. So we need to replace both of these with double. Replace both of these with double. Let me get my... Have I put long double? Somewhere? Oh. No, I don't think so. Now leave it as floats. Why do you think I should leave it as floats? Just because you'll be using less, memory? I'll take your advice on it. I'll leave it as floats. So float. Float. I'll leave both of them as a float, 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 float. 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 And I will leave this as float. Float, float. Yeah, true. It's just like that thing with pi as well. Beyond like few decimal points, you generally don't need it. Even a lot of critical applications don't need more than I think 4 or 5. Float. 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 Let's check for double. Let's convert that over to a float. Then nothing, no doubles in here. Should be no doubles in here. We're all good to go. So we should be able to go back here. So, okay. Why did I say microseconds? Oh no, it should be microseconds, sorry. So we're returning milliseconds, which is a flow, returning microseconds is a long. For float, we're returning seconds. For microseconds, long, float, okay. Okay, I'm getting that in my head now. So in here, let's do a conversion. So we need to convert seconds to milliseconds, so we need to times it by 1,000. So it's second, so we just say return seconds times by 1,000. Should be done there. And then we're gonna return to microseconds, so we just times by like a million. So seconds times by 1 2 3 1 2 3 2 4 6. There we go. Now we need to do something similar for this. So return, so milliseconds to seconds, we need to actually divide it by 1,000 now. So we're going to say milliseconds divide by 1,000, and this needs to times by 1,000. So I'll just copy this but change the divide to a times symbol. And get rid of the point F, 0.0 F I should say. Microseconds to seconds. So I'm saying return microseconds. Microseconds to seconds, we need to divide by 1,000, no, 1,000 million. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Return microseconds to milliseconds, so microseconds divided by 1,000. Oh, that should be float now, shouldn't it? Because I don't even have that one anymore. I don't have it anymore, so that's the problem with static stuff. So we should have two floats, a long, a float, long, and a float. I forgot to update to here. Yeah, I saw. So the return type is still this. So let me run this. An error here. Need a 0.0f. 0.0f. Okay, that should hopefully run now. There we go. We got some conversion stuff. Let me just basically wrap up the commenting, and that'll be it. So this has a return type and a value that we're passing in. So we need, let me actually get something that has both. Just making sure that I'm keeping on top of the commenting. It is easy not to, trust me. I'm sure many of you know this. I'll copy this one. Okay, so we're going to say convert seconds to milliseconds. Run seconds. Seconds of value to be converted. Returns the value converted to milliseconds. Okay, so just copy and paste this for each one. There is an extra semicolon in microseconds to milliseconds. There we go. There was an extra semicolon. Thank you very much. Am I doing it right? Milliseconds to microseconds. Yeah, that's right. No, are these right though? These don't look right. They should be float. I'm still from the old copy and paste. So it should be long, float, float, and then float, and then float, then float, long, float, float, float. micro to milli, micro to second, milli to second. No, micro to milli, micro to second, milli to micro, milli to second, second to micro, second to milli. Okay, so let's continue with the commenting. So convert seconds to microseconds. Yeah, thanks for the feedback, Herdingens. I have removed it. Seconds value, microseconds. No, it is seconds value. Returns the value converted to microseconds. Copy and paste this. So milliseconds. So converts it to microseconds. Returns the that's been converted to milliseconds. Okay, let's do the next one. We are almost done now. Convert milliseconds to microseconds. Milliseconds. Yes. Output return the converted to microseconds. We are almost done with this. So we need to. So we are converting microseconds to seconds. And we are taking in microseconds. Capitalize the M. Output returns the value converted to seconds. One more left, and we are done. As Sal Khan from Khan Academy would say, microseconds to milliseconds. Micro. Oh, I spell seconds right? I'm just looking at too many seconds. And I'm like, is it even spelled right? I'm like, am I spelling it seconds? No, but I think it's spelled right. So seconds. So this is taking in microseconds, yes. Output returns the value converted to milliseconds. Could just put milli at the start to be fair. And we're done. Okay, let me build, make sure it's still working. We did fix the memory leak, implement static methods. Okay, so let me commit this now. So what did we just do? Time class static methods for converting units. Converting the following units. I'll get it from here. Wish I hadn't deleted that thing that I did delete, but I'll grab this, to be fair. I'll just delete what I need to. Can I not? Can I not extend this window out a bit? I guess not. This will have. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of code. More than I was hoping for. Okay, so I will just put It's all a predictable amount, so I'll just do this. Find all. And I will just do this. And now I will just do this. I will do Command F, find all, Shift End, and then Shift Home, delete. Boom. There we go. This is what we're putting in. And I'll put this at locker dash. Jesus, what happened there? Commit to master. I can get rid of that. Get rid of them. Push to origin. Would you switch to Linux for a month? As in, for this project? Or just in general, are you asking? Are you asking theoretically, or are you asking it as like a dare or a bet? So, could you expand on the exact question, specifically? Okay, it is 10 to 7 now. As in get rid of Windows and work entirely in Linux. So if you just generally asking me, would I do that? You know what? Over the years I've tried a few times. I've never fully got rid of Windows. I've just had it. Had a separate Linux machine, either as a dual boot, separate machine entirely, virtual machine. And the main distro that I've always used is Ubuntu. So the big U. Honestly, when it works, I like it. But I just find it just breaks so much. At least Ubuntu does for me. It's like, I'll be using it. Then let's say I don't use it for a little while, I'll go back onto it. And there'll be some driver mess up. I'm like, why is this messing up? It's like always happening. Or something will conflict with something else. Like, why is it? I think OBS. I think the way they did this window rendering system, if I was it PCSX2 emulator, if I launched or closed that, it would uninstall it, but not uninstall it, but basically uninstall it from I think the directory, the dictionary, so I couldn't actually access it. Like just issue after issue. I like Linux, and I would like to try, a bit more, and use it a bit more, and have it as more of a main OS. The other annoying thing is just to install basic stuff, just to install something like Chrome. It's a bit more convoluted. That's less of the issue. It's more of things. It just doesn't work as well in my experience. You like Linux if you don't value your time. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. That if you don't care about spending 50 hours just to get something simple working, then Linux is the one. But man, you feel like a badass when you get it working. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the live stream now. I'll leave it on for a few more minutes. So I want anyone that's got any questions, any feedback, anything like that to, get some time. Because obviously we got a fair bit of coding done today. Tomorrow we will be starting on the QTE mouse and joystick. Because we've already done the keyboard. Check all input. Yes, Almost done the input manager. We might add more functions to it as we do it. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'll be on here on this stream for a few more minutes. Few more minutes indeed. I'll bring up the comment section on here now, just in case I miss it. Okay, so yeah, I switched from Windows to Linux for a couple of years now. I like Linux more than Windows. Okay, that's cool. What would you say are your top main things that you like about Linux over Windows? In terms of like the usage of it, and obviously less about whether or not you like Microsoft, or you prefer the open source community, they prefer this open source, like actual day-to-day stuff, like do you like that it is very slim, it is actually very fast? Do you like, I don't know, what do you like actually about it? I'm just interested in that, so let me know. Okay, so more control and using more terminal. Okay, so using terminal is very fun to use. I agree. When you get good at using a terminal, whether it's in Mac or even command prompt in Windows, but command prompt is pretty weak, to be fair, compared to some sort of Unix-like terminal, then you feel like a badass when you use the terminal. It has the old school feel to it. I agree. I totally agree. Obviously, again, I don't know how old you are. I'm gonna say you're a bit older than me, but considering the way you're talking about Linux, I'm gonna say you're late 30s. Root 32879, maybe early 40s, but I'm gonna say late 30s based on the way you're talking about Linux. But yeah, I agree, and terminal is super duper powerful as well. So I agree that is definitely a bonus feature. If you like using terminal, then hell yeah. Okay, 19. Okay, so I was wrong. You are like half the age of what I was thinking. Okie dokie. Let me try and do another guess. Have you been into terminal Linux coding or coding that sort of stuff since you was? I know you say you've been switched full time for a couple of years, but have you been into that sort of stuff or access to it for since you was a kid? I mean, like young. Do you have like a dad or parents or someone in your family that is technical and introduce you to that sort of stuff at a young age? Because if you don't, it's very interesting and unique for you to go on to that. I'm gonna take a picture of this today. The play number of playbacks and the viewer stuff has been very, very good today. How long was the stream today? Where do I see that? Oh, there we go. 2 hours. The longest one so far today. The longest one so far indeed. I'm the only person in my family that uses the terminal. Okay. Wrong again. Very surprised. Coolio. Okay, so any more questions? Anyone want to ask anything before I wrap up for today? Because, I'm not doing any more coding. This is literally just any sort of question session now. Like I said, I'll be doing another one tomorrow. Really enjoyed today's session. It's been the best test session so far in terms of engagement, in terms of views, in terms of, just getting the code done. The longest session. It was earlier in the day, so I wasn't tired. There was less, even when I'm not tired, a little later on in the day, so it was like, oh no, I should just wrap up. I just let things flow, and it ended up being over 2 hours, 15 minutes. And tomorrow we'll be doing an earlier one as well. I recently learned some C++ and learning Vulkan 2 right now. I have a rectangle rendered and still trying to abstract Vulkan. Just getting a rectangle rendered in like Vulkan or OpenGL or something like that. You get excited. You get super excited. I remember doing that sort of stuff. Okay, yeah, I actually got some ideas from this channel a few years ago, so thank you. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because I started creating videos on the channel early 2014, I believe February 2014. Cocos 2DX was the first one. And what ideas did you get? I'd be interested to know. And what were the videos that you first started watching? I'm gonna guess Cocos, most likely for the few years. Actually, it might have been C++. Because I did C++ videos back in 2014 as well. Forget, I did a lot in that 2014 year. For 2014, like a lot of variety. I started in my final year of university. In the last few months when I was doing my exams, I was just literally doing the exam, just banging out video. Literally, this is how it was. I would see what I wanted to do. So let's say I wanted to do C++ functions, for example, some basic video on functions. I would, because I knew how to do that, literally write the code. I would, obviously, I'll start recording. I was using no editing at the time, so I would record using QuickTime on my Mac. You'll start recording. I would make sure there's no mistakes. So there's a bit of trail, like a bit of silence at the start, bit of silence at the end. And I didn't edit anything then. No background noise out, no trimming, no nothing. I do a bit of basic editing and nothing special. And I'll record, finish. I would literally start uploading the video, and then save the source code on GitHub, and then start my next video. And it would be a race to see if I could finish the next video, because I had good internet at my university. If I could finish the next video before the previous video had uploaded. And yeah, I remember those fun times, just pumping out the content. I want to get back into that flow. I'm pumping out a lot of content now, especially live stream. I want to get back into the flow, pumping out as much content out as I can. Okay, some of the Opengl tutorials. Okay, that's cool. I forgot I did them ages ago as well. Around about 2016, I think it was. Have you seen the Cherno project? Yes, if you actually I've mentioned him a few times on this live engine series, and if you flick back on this particular stream, I was talking about Nathaniel Weiss, Molly Rocky, which used to be called Handmade Hero, and the Cherno as well. So yeah, I have heard of the Cherno project. You've got the Hazel game engine as well, and a bunch of other stuff. Are you like part of the Cherno project, or are you just asking in general? Okay. One second, I'll have a little walk around the room. My back just feels a bit iffy sitting down for this long. in general, I am following that series too. Yeah, his stuff is good. About Fin Matrix, yes, I have seen his stuff. He does the, I believe, Java OpenGL stuff, doesn't he? Fin Matrix. I actually had some communication with Fin Matrix a little while, not say a little while ago, quite a while ago. Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy. Does Fin Matrix actually still create videos? I think he's the guy that I'm thinking of. Could be mistaken. Let's have a look. Fin Matrix. I know he's done the vlog stuff of, you know, developing games. Is that him there? Yeah, he created the game Equilinox. Probably a real word. Fin Matrix. Yeah, this is the guy. Video. Yeah, some of his videos are on my website, Sonar Learning. If we go on to here, type in OpenGL, I believe they were. That's In It With Data. It's another YouTuber. His videos are worth checking out as well. Again, that's the problem with a lot of people. They just stop uploading for whatever reason. The new Boston is back though. I mean, that was a little turn up for the books. And obviously he kind of teased saying something was coming. If you look 4 years ago, then hello world. Yeah, so they're doing in their own cryptocurrency, which is interesting in a way. Let's go on there. Let's see what he's saying. I do like his videos. It's just how laid back it all is. Like, doesn't take it too seriously. And even though he's a big YouTuber, he could just continue going with it. Probably make enough money. He probably does make money off it as well. I'm sure he does. You know, make enough money that if no, the Benny box is the one I was thinking. Sorry, the Benny box. He's got an interesting voice.
Hello everyone, it's Benny.
Hello everyone, it's Benny. Yeah, I don't think I'll get any with Fin Matrix here. Nah, it's Benny Box I was thinking of that I had a communication with. My bad.
Alright, looks like we got some dirty laundry in the background. Check.
Yeah.
Got that 720p built-in webcam quality. Check. And it's sounding like they're starting up the leaf blowers just as I hit record.
Yeah.
The update from that app idea voting. Network strong, and for some reason the network was able to stay 103 heading in the right direction.
I'll check some more of his stuff out after what we're saying now. Okay. He's not doing too much due to health reasons. Is it not? I did not know. Did you do some stuff with Code Course? The new boss. Code Course, yes, I have seen Code Course as well. Which channel is that again? Is that the one? That's not the PHP Academy course, is it? PHP Academy. Yeah, it is, isn't it? You know, Alex from PHP Academy. The guy with the glasses.
Hello and welcome to this.
Yeah, well, it used to be called PHP Academy and then changed to Code Course. I haven't actually ever used the website. I've used his channel before, especially when it was called PHP Academy. I've got nothing, you know, against it being called Code Course. You know, it's just that's when I used it more, and he still does pretty much just do PHP. His videos are always very, you know, nice and crisp, high quality.
Arrays, but what happens if you have an array that's
Actually,
a little bit more used to structuring for
actually, the quality just looks fine. I remember. I think he probably was very good then, and now things have, you know, other people have just caught up. Okie dokie. So he stopped posting there as well. It happened, you know. It happened to me as well, to be fair. Okay. Let's get back. So and New Boston and the Benny Box. I will put him on 2x because he talks so slow. The Benny Box, yeah. Actually, a lot of tutorials that I watch online anyway, or stuff, I do put on high speed like 2x. One second, I just need to quickly listen to something. Okay, all those channels is where I learned how to code the most, and yours too. Good to hear. Very good indeed. Okay, so I'm going to be wrapping up in the next couple of minutes. So if anyone has any burning questions, now is the time, because it's been 2.5 hours. I'm going to make some food. I'm going to make spaghetti and tuna. I made it a couple of weeks ago for the first time. Really enjoyed it. Been wanting to make it again. And I'm going to make it after this. And I'm going to watch the movie, the Netflix movie Holiday. I started it yesterday. It's alright. I'll probably won't finish it off. I'll watch a bit more while I'm eating. Yeah, I remember last time when I made the spaghetti and tuna, I made it kind of like how you would make spag bowl, but instead of, mince, or like something mince based, I had basically chunks of tuna with it in the sauce. I had 100 grams of cheese grated last time. That was, I regretted that. I was like, should have been 200 or 150. 100 just with that spaghetti. The cheese was going. It was just finishing. What was I watching while I was eating that last time? I was watching Ted Bundy. Like, what was he called? Conversation with Ted Bundy. Spaghetti and tuna. Don't let Italians hear that. Don't let them hear that. They should try it. They should try it indeed. I eat tuna with a lot of things, and I usually opt for other types of pasta, more stuff like fusilli or penne, the more conventional types, instead of spaghetti. But I fancy a bit of spaghetti. I don't think I had it since I was at uni. And I think I had spag bowl back then. I don't think the meat was the meat. It was the corn one. Which, no offense, the corn meat is pretty decent, from what I remember. So get some spaghetti. Okay, I'm going to wrap up now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks Herdin Gens for all of the feedback and all of the help on the engine. And thanks Root32879 for all the questions and keeping company. And thanks for everyone else that tuned in to this stream before, now, it's not really in the future because we're about to end it, or that will watch it once the stream ends, and you'll be able to see. Can't see straight away because YouTube's going to process it. Probably won't be available till early hours of tomorrow. Just, you know, YouTube stuff, can't help that. And yeah, I'll be doing another one tomorrow. Really enjoying these streams. I can't wait to, because this is only number 9, can't wait to get to like number 20, 50, 100 and actually see the progress, you know, go back to the early videos. I might do that when we're at like number 25 or number 50, do like a recap video and go over some of the other videos and just see how the progress has gone. We'll see. Like I said, be doing a stream tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing everyone there. Have a good day. I'm gonna have some spaghetti and tuna now because the Italians would be very happy with that. They would want me to have some al dente spaghetti and tuna. Thanks for watching, and I will see everyone tomorrow.